Hi Scorpio, here's a look at your solar chart for August 2008. Well, this is an important month because there's going to be two eclipses. A solar eclipse on the 1st of August and a lunar eclipse on the 16th of August. The solar eclipse on the 1st of August is in Leo, and that is going to push a wave of energy through a certain area of your chart for many months to come. That area is all about your more public side, your career, your goals in life. So this wave of energy is going to push a strong current through this professional area and maybe stir things up a bit. It's not got a bias, it's not negative or positive energy, it's just going to activate all kinds of things there. So that'll mean this is going to be a cycle of change related to your ambitions in life, what you're aiming to achieve over the long term. So the changes are going to be affecting your work, your public image, your reputation. It's also going to be maybe easier for you to improve things from then, to take the initiative over the coming months. So don't be backwards in coming forwards. Be ready, be prepared, speak up for yourself or for something that you're backing, something that you're promoting maybe, because you'll get noticed more now, and some of you will feel maybe under scrutiny to a certain extent. So make sure you come up to your own standard as best as you can, because if you're genuine, conscientious and diplomatic, anything brushed under the carpet in the past could come to light now, and that could very much work in your favor. Best for you to be above reproach anyway and keep to the high ground. Drive things forward, but do it with honor and respect for others. Don't sell yourself short though. Now the lunar eclipse that comes in Aquarius on the 16th is going to be like the second stage of this wave, and it's going to pick up pace, but it's going to be drawing fragments of a different kind of vibration up into it, and so this you're going to have to mix in with what's going on in this very public sector of your chart, and that's about home. That's about your domestic setup, your foundations. So it's going to be starting a cycle of you juggling and then learning how to balance the demands of work and your life goals, your ambitions, what you're trying to get done, with a harmonious, a well-rooted home life and family relationships. So somehow your public commitments are going to rely upon or clash with, at times, elements of your domestic setup. So strong roots are what you need. It's what we all need. And that includes emotional roots, family relationships, also relationships with friends and neighbors in the community. See that as the bouncing off point, but because it's the bouncing off point, it needs to be solidly rooted in the ground. So there's going to be changes coming in over the next few months. In fact, it's probably going to be about 12 months in all, where everything's going to be shifting and changing in those two areas there. So if you're dissatisfied with the way things have been going, then from this eclipse, from the 1st and the 16th of August, you're really going to be able to get some improvements made. Now in August, when the sun's in Leo, there's still lots of positive energy to be grabbed and utilized by you, Scorpio. So go out and get what you want, particularly in your career area. And up until the 5th of the month, somebody maybe in a position of power or in authority is going to be very much behind you and well disposed towards you. And then when Venus moves into the next area of your chart, you're going to be feeling more supported by team members, because that is a kind of a sore point for you, something in the pecking order, something in the hierarchy, or someone. Because there is always one, isn't there, that kind of you crossed swords with at times. But during the time that Venus is in that area of your chart, it's just going to bring that harmony and balance in there. So you'll still need to be patient, cautious, careful when you're, handling certain people, and also taking the long view about developing contacts, cultivating people. But where it's most awkward and where you'll need most focus is going to be between the 13th and the 17th of August. So that's not a really good time to make any rash decisions, or in fact any important decisions at all, because that's going to be a time when you're working hardest not to lose the ground that you've gained over past weeks, at the same time as using your willpower to drive things forwards. Just be careful not to be locking horns with someone, which leads to a stalemate situation, because you always feel at your best when you're making breakthroughs, when you're getting insights, and this will be the moment that you're perhaps weighing things up and looking at the small print, and then after you've done that, you'll be deciding whether to stick or split. But don't make that decision between the 13th and the 17th, even though it is a kind of a crunch moment. Also, you're going to be getting a lot of help from Mercury and Venus in the area of your friends. And so they'll be cheering you on, making you feel loved and appreciated. And other members of maybe your spiritual tribe or an organization that you belong to or work within. There's a lot of very positive energy coming in from that area too, and there's a possibility that things will go your way if you use the soft on the outside, hard on the inside approach, if you get my drift. From the 19th of the month, your energies are going to be pulling inwards somewhat for a period of about 6 weeks. This is going to be time for you to regenerate yourself from deep levels and recharge. So yes, you're still going to be busy, maybe more in the background, maybe more sort of in the supporting kind of a role, but you're going to be practicing interpersonal relationships and collaborating with others, still making these useful contacts, but you'll be in some respects readying yourself, preparing yourself for a fresh initiative which is going to start happening in October. Now, for some of you, romance is very much on the cards, and you could be bonding romantically with somebody at the moment. But with all important relationships in your life, there still is this sense of caution, slow and steady as you go, because whatever type of relationship this is, it's going to take time and patience, but it will stand you in good stead in the long run. Well, that's it for August. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.